Welcome to Builders Corner, a storytelling series where we spotlight builders, hear their wins, their losses, and lessons they have learned building products. Let's welcome Jeremiah. Over to you.
I'm �𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐇, Jeremiah, popularly known as Jeremiah. And on X should be at 𝐂𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐇.
Yeah, hello, dude.
I'm a developer. I'm a full stack developer and also a blockchain developer. Currently building 𝐻𝐻𝐒𝐓 on the Hydra Labs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wow. A lot to learn from him today. So yeah, stay tuned. Yeah, so Jeremiah, what is the first thing you ever built or hacked?
The first thing I ever built or hacked, that's years ago.
Wow.
Can you remember? I remember that one of the I now remember it was supposed to be an AI.
An AI?
Yeah, it was supposed to be. So that was the plan, build an AI because it was an AI hackathon. Yeah, that was I think that was in 2023. So it's supposed to be an AI. So we built one AI like that, one dysfunctional AI. The job of that AI was to generate pictures, but ultimately it's failed. It's flopped. So I mean it's flopped. But then we built it to MVP to the point where it could actually generate some certain kind of pictures. I think that was dropped not shortly after it. Somebody actually did perfect it. You know, had this cartoon things whereby if you put your picture in there, it's done makes the cartoon of you and stuff like that. So that was what we're trying to build.
Okay.
But then we could not like perfect it well. So if you had put your picture there, it's give you like a disfigured figure of yourself. You can say like that.
Wow. A disfigured figure of myself. Because
not saying they are disfigured, but it could make you
like, is it a caricature of myself or what?
If caricature sounds nice, caricature sounds like a skeletal diagram of yourself.
What kind of AI in that, man?
What we actually used was cloud. It was cloud we used, and it just didn't work out perfectly as we wanted. Understand? So eventually we just scrapped it and made it into, a text to reply. The aim was for it to generate pictures, but then it could not generate proper pictures. So we just had to make it such that you text it and then it gives you reply, just like every regular AI. Understand? But then it was leveraging on another AI. So it was just like a cover for an AI or stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like you have so many ChatGPT covers.
Do you understand? Open AI covers.
Yeah. Like a lot of them. That's interesting. So how did you hear about Sandbox?
I heard about Sandbox from you.
From me?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
There was this idea I was running scrolling on X, and then I just came across this post of Sandbox, and then it was reposted by you. You reposted it, and I was like, "What's this thing?" I go on check Sandbox, and I'm like, "Oh wow, it's actually a DAO that helps and provides tooling for people to build and stuff like that." Yeah,
we have builders, and builders have a lot of lessons to share. There's a person you talk with, and from doing they speak, you that this person have had experiences, when it comes to building stuff, doing things. So what are some unfinished projects you have built in the past and the lessons you have learned from it?
Yeah, so there was this one project, that we were building one time, I and my team at 𝐴𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐇. That was when I was still with 𝐴𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐇. So we're building this project. Like this project was supposed to function as supposed to be an SAS. Do you understand? Supposed to be an SAS, supposed to provide service for people. Something like Hostinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're supposed to do something like that, such that people can deploy sites with .ng. Like we'd have something like .com, �𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐇.com.ng. So we're trying to build that. But then we got to discover that some toolings that we require for this building are not actually available for us, easily accessible for us in Nigeria. And then we had this whole issue that because we don't have the right information, the right connections to the right people, we could not access some APIs, and it was insane. So one of the lessons I learned is when you want to build, understand, make sure you have a clear path. Make sure you know, okay, this is what I'll need, this is what I'll need. Try and make sure you have access to those things you need before you start building. That was one of the mistakes. We just started building without actually knowing that, okay, we need this, we need that, understand? We just built, got the UI designer to start doing the UI, the front end and everything. Then when it was time to start integrating for that part where we have to deploy to clouds and everything, provide VPS servers, it flopped. So just had to sack up.
What was the lesson you learned from?
Lessons I learned is before you build, make sure you know what you are building and make sure what you are building, you have access to the things you need to build it, the APIs, the logic you need to use and solve the problems and everything. Make sure you know all these things down. And if there are any other thing you'll be needing, like registration and everything, make sure you have them before you start pushing fully into building. Like most especially the APIs, make sure you have them, or you have access to them.
So if you're out there and trying to build something, make sure you have the APIs especially down and other infrastructures in place before you start building. And one of those places you could get such infrastructure is on This has infrastructures down to help builders, excel.
Yeah, that Onchain kit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Onchain kit was helpful, very helpful.
Super. If you're a developer or you have not checked,
you should actually check it. So you should
check out Onchain kit on this. So why this career path being a developer?
Okay, so being a developer, why I chose to be a developer, the urge to retire early. Let me not lie, it was money initially. I needed to just retire as quick as possible, and the 9 to 5 is not going to give me that for because that means I'm going to work till like I'm 50 something years to actually start receiving pension and all those things. But then I really wanted to leverage on the internet. Understand? I just leverage on. Then it was Web 2. Now I wasn't versatile Web 3. Then it was majorly Web 2. I wanted to leverage on the new internet on Web 2, so I could build something that could stay for a while and then at some point starts feeding me, and then I don't have to retire. I'll go to my room. All I have to do is just be my laptop in case anybody has an issue and stuff like that. That was the aim. Understand? So yeah, that was really why I became a developer, for the money. I will not come and tell you that I had passion. I did not have passion to do it. I wanted to make money, a shit ton of money.
Yeah, shit ton of money.
Like shit ton, like
that's crazy fam.
Money that requires what it's required to have like 1,750 Ethereum before.
This guy his aim is at this side.
But well, if his aim, yes, yeah. my aim is
to aim at this side.
True that, but that's the thing. You just can't build and look. True, you just can't build and remain small. You have to build and be. So you might have to start small, but then your goal shouldn't be restricted to that. And there's a lot of things you could do.
True.
Unlimited possibilities, man. Facts. Unlimited possibilities. Facts. But then that's the praise me, Daisha.
Yeah, we build and we pray that God gives us long life to enjoy tomorrow. What's one Sandbox feature you have enjoyed?
Okay. Being an anime fan and a lover of anime, I have to go for Vox edits. And the reason why I'm going for Vox is because it gives me this feeling of me being able to create my own anime characters. We anime fans always have this perfect anime figure in our head, with let's give it a yellow hair, it's spiky, let the face be this, So yeah, with Vox edits, I know it's for games actually, it's majorly for games, but I just use it to create beautiful pictures of animated characters or print them out, take a screenshot, print it out, and then slam it on the wall and stuff like that.
Man, I really love the fact that you explained to me that too. I mean, I've been doing such myself to when I'm bored to go unboxing and do 18 or two.
Just cook one character like that, and then your head, you give it, so this guy can use this, can use that. Just in your head, but then it's fun. It's fun to actually finish.
What's one thing people assume about you as a builder?
That I have money.
Yeah, you didn't even let me finish.
Oh, Jesus. As I've heard one thing that put wrongly assume as a build is that I have money.
But you have money.
I'll sue you to court. My lawyers will be in touch with you.
You don't keep has money. You have.
My lawyers will contact you soon. Just for yourself. You go court because why? I actually have to bring evidence of how I've showed that I have money.
And I need to have money.
Right? Don't know. I'm basically here to make money. Like, money has different levels. You have money and they have money and they have Nepo kids. I'm trying to get past Nepo kids. Do you understand? That kind of Elon Musk kind of money.
So I have.
It's not even nepotism. It's ignorance.
I have future Elon Musk in my podcast.
Come back.
Investing.
Relax.
Invest your one like when you watch this video. I'm serious. Invest your one like, your one retweets, one tag a friend.
One comment. Forgot
one comment.
Yeah, one comment.
And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to do that. And follow him on Twitter. The username is on his head. So follow him on Twitter too. What do you do when you're stuck? So let's say doing something, coding, and you get stuck by paper or something, what do you do?
That shit happens all the time, like almost all the time. I think earlier this year it was way more than I expected. So usually when I get stuck like this, I just hop on the system, put the call through to my mother.
Yeah.
I so much love my mom. She's everything. She's everything. Ever since I lost my dad back when I was in just S3, she has been put my mom and my dad all together, and she did a great job. I won't lie, she did an awesome job in bringing me also. Yeah, once I just get stuck, I just have to call her. I'm like, Mama. She's like, what is it? I'm like, Mommy, I don't understand something. She's like, okay. So what is disturbing you? And then I have to start explaining to her what is wrong with me. And then obviously, she doesn't know what I'm saying. In the time, she just there to do just to listen to me. And then when all that is done, she just says a prayer for me, tells me to go and rest, and stuff. Get some sleep, come back, and I'm fresh on my system with mother's motivation. You understand?
Yeah, I shout out to all the mothers out there.
You shout out to all the mothers out there.
I mean, mothers are God.
They're the best, man.
They're the foundation of our society for real. What's one thing you wish you knew earlier as a builder?
One thing I wish I knew earlier when I was a builder was Web3. All I knew was crypto. Back from 2018, the whole shit's going like what opened my eyes to crypto was my brother, my cousin brother. You understand? He's actually my friend, but I just call him my cousin brother and great. So he came back home one day and he's like, "Have you heard of Bitcoin?" I'm like, "What the hell is Bitcoin?" Then he goes, shows me some, papers and everything. I'm like, "Wow, looks cool." And then it was cheap. Yeah. So all I had to do was hop on Paxful and buy some Bitcoins and stuff like that. Then was I watching charts. All of a sudden I got to know what crypto was about. But then we didn't know that there was a thing called Web3. All we knew was crypto trading. So we just started trading cryptos. Shitcoin came, altcoins came, we traded. Shitcoin came, we traded, and all those things. But then I didn't actually know that there was an infrastructure that these things were built on. Do you understand? All I just knew was the coins, Feg, Pig, Goats, Ethereum, Avalanche. Like there were so many Cardano, XRP, and everything. And then XRP had their whole losses. That was all we knew. But then never knew that these things were built on an infrastructure. And when I got to that, okay, all these things were built on infrastructure, I was like,
Thing.
So yeah, I wish I actually knew that these things existed as far back as then. But I don't know.
Even me,
I'm not saying that I would have gone far, but at least if I don't pass right there. But
even me, I wish I knew about Bitcoin 2010 when I was wearing my socks going to school back then in primary 4, 5.
So what would you have used?
I would have used my school fees for you. I mean,
You'd have used your school fees.
Yeah.
You just give your school fees.
I would have taken it. I mean,
How do you want to take from your parents?
come on now, then. I'm not going to say, but
How much is the allowance? It was not like 1K, I'd be 500.
it was still something. This come was around 0.5.
How do you want to buy it? Which phone would you use to buy it?
I'll use my daddy's phone.
And then do it like Nokia C1 and stuff like that.
Daddy's Asha 200.
Asha 200. I think mine was C1. That was the phone I could access.
They bought an E71 for me. That same year always period.
Actually, my first personal phone that they got from was an 𝐼𝐀 guy.
𝐼𝐀.
Insane, man.
Was it when 100 came out of B?
Yeah, that was when Android came out, After we had the old Techno P series. I did not use Techno P series. I thought it was a straight up 𝐼𝐀. The other phones were like, person use give you in now and stuff like that. Once finishes in yours, and then use. But then the one that was like, okay, they are buying a phone for me was an 𝐼𝐀. One of the A series. I think that was around the first A series. Man, very, very short. You see this phone with like mini box.
And the bezel would
like
be like
2 GB.
wife bud.
Like 2 GB.
Wow.
It was insane.
What one tool you can't live without?
My GitHub.
Your GitHub.
I'm telling you. Is it my GitHub bar?
Have you visited GitHub today?
I'm not on my PC, understand? I have not accessed my PC, but immediately I access my PC, the first thing I check is my GitHub. I had this time when I lost my GitHub account. I was this close running mad. Like, I lost the email for my GitHub. I forgot the password and stuff like that. I was close to running mad because how do I lose my progress and stuff? But then, we started using digital from beginning and everything. Yeah, I just can't do it on my digital every day. I'm not actually going there to like I just go there, school. I see builders, I see people are building nice stuff. I check the repos and I'm like, wow. So these things can actually be built and this things can, and then it spurs me to want to build and stuff like that.
How has base shaped your career?
Yeah. So when I came on chain, basically, let me use the word on chain. That's the word we use. So when I came on chain, the first community, like the first ecosystem I was introduced to, you know, I already knew about Ethereum and everything, but I never knew Ethereum had the coins and everything. But then when I got on board and I was like, okay, I want to start building and stuff, the ecosystem I was introduced to for building was Base. And I won't lie, building on Base this is a different feel, man. This is a different feel. Gives you this feel of comfortability while building, and then you come on your you're seeing fellow base builders, and then they're building. You know, the fact that Damilari keeps hitting on this build for build to solve real problems and stuff like that. This shit is bro, it gives you this mad inspiration. Like you just have to build something. Sure. You just have to build something. Even though you cannot write codes and stuff like that, the little you can do it, build on it, scale on it and everything. And yeah, so when it comes to Base itself, Base has helped me. Base took me from a newbie to a builder. You understand, on the Web3 space, because if I tell someone that I actually started building in Web3 like last year, don't actually believe me. I've been on this space for like the past 900 years or something. But then, so just last year, I actually started building applications on chain.
Nice, interesting. Happy for you for your good so far.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
They usually say, give honor to who honor is what
is due.
Good. So now we'll be giving a shout out to 3 communities that has helped you.
3 communities that have helped me.
Yeah.
First community that have helped me is Pronouns. Big shout out to Pronouns DAO and everybody in Pronouns DAO.
Big shout out to Pronouns.
I love you all from now to the end of time. Another is Business Africa.
Then
big shout out to Business Africa.
Business Africa.
Eh?
I say big shout out to Business Africa.
Man, big shout out to them, man. Big shout out to them.
Well,
and lastly, shout out to Base in general.
Then shout out to Base in general, the Base team.
The Base team, Base core team.
Base core team, yeah.
Everything that has to do with Base, Base East Africa, Base Soul, but everything Base. Shout out to all of you. You guys are the best. You guys are the best.
Absolutely.
See myself on that TB saying.
Yo, it was crazy. I saw my picture too. Is that selfie we took?
That's selfie we took, but I'll tell Onchain Expo.
Yes, please, that's nice. I mean, this is very welcoming.
Very welcoming. Very, like, if somebody sees my picture then and they're like, my mom saw it and she was like, what is this? Why is that right behind the white? And I'm like, okay, so Base was launching an app and then this is my picture. And she's like,
What's the best and worst advice you have gotten?
Best advice I've gotten is don't build for fun. Build for sustainability.
Okay.
Yeah. I build for fun a lot. Crazy ideas in my head. All I have to do is just open my codes now, right? Write the codes and everything, launch on the launch pad and everything. And still, all these things that I built at that point, and did not have a revenue model to keep them going, meaning that I probably have to be looking for grants and funding every single time to keep my project afloat. So yeah, when I got to learn that I could actually build for sustainability such that what I'm building will fund itself, changed my perspective a lot when I came to building. And the worst advice I've got, I don't think I've actually gotten particularly worst advice, but one of them was somebody was just trying to tell me that I should just leave this thing I'm building and build another. I was like, no.
And do what?
And build another. Like, the project I was working on, there's a current one we're working on, it's like, you should leave it now.
And do something
else. Because of, registration and all those things that we're having issues with them. FIRS and all those things.
Don't bid for fun.
Don't bid for fun. Solve a problem. And
don't.
while solving the problem, make sure you generate revenue.
Very important.
Very, very, very tough.
So what's next for you and what are you currently doing?
So I did not mention it in the starting. I just mentioned me being a developer, but I'm actually the co-founder and COO of 𝐷𝐶𝐓. So 𝐷𝐶𝐓 is a platform where you could order from your favorite restaurants, could order handyman, could order delivery services. Like, it offers a whole lot of things, you understand? provided it comes with delivery and services. We do all that. So we expected to launch, just we had a bit issue with registration and everything, but it's almost all sorted out. So once you are done with all those things, we ship and then we go live.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be easy help.
Yep, building easy up. And then the other one is still in work still, but sooner. Very, very soon. We are basically building an OP on chain. July is OP. I'm not gonna say I don't think it's a bank this time. I'm trying to build an infrastructure that is powered by CNGN and the USD on chain, such that you get an account number. I get an account number. I mean, I can receive Naira. You can receive Naira. But the thing is, it's backed by the CNGN stablecoin. Basically like a bank on chain.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm a better tester going in.
Of course. That's all being cooked by Kaidora Labs. What we're arguing last time at the meeting was the UI. You have to get the perfect UI, because a lot of things that happens with banks and everything is their UI. You understand? So we're trying to get the perfect UI, so that it's very inviting and lovely. So yeah. So stay tuned and watch out for what Kaidora Labs has in store for you.
Stay tuned. You could also follow 𝐷𝐶𝐓. The handle on his hedge, and stay tuned for whatever they are cooking. I give a shout out to 3 that inspire you.
I actually have 5 shout outs. 5 of them were pivotal to my success.
Why should you make it 5?
Because there are 5 of them, and 5 of them are very, very important people in my life. So first one is Daddy Mufasa. That's been inspirational. He's a brother that I can call, when it's all tiring and everything. I just have to put him call like, yo bro, what's up? And then he just keeps me on. One that is J.E. Yeah, J.E.'s bro, that guy is something else. He gives me this mind, like, once he's down, he has this in him that he knows when you're down, he just has to comes into your room like, yo bro, what's up? Let's open the call, and he's like giving you mad this mad speed that once I don't listen to you, I'm like, where's my laptop? When I is David Larry, when I first came to this space, I was really lost. So I just made the content for 𝐷𝐶𝐓. Then it was called Base Eats, you understand? I made the content, and then American smiled, and it's like, what's up? Let's hop on the call to speak to you. And then I speak to him. That tells me that whatever you need to build this out, I'm going to provide it for you. And let me not lie, he didn't falter in one way. Anytime I did anything, all I had to do was just beep Saddam Hillary, and I'm like, Sab, is any sort of thing? He's like, don't worry, I'm going to get a team. He called on the team with the team of them and everything. APIs and everything, she got it for us. Understand? Yeah. So he has been helpful. Another person is Cassidy. He's my best friend, actually. He's my best friend. He's a builder also. Just like, I don't know why he's still doing this. He's actually building something, but then he's always trying to build in silence and secrets. I don't know what he's building, but I know he's building something.
Shout out to Cassidy.
Shout out to Cassidy, and then shout out to Snow. She wasn't brought me on chain.
No, yo.
Yep. Olori Jerry Snow. She wasn't brought me on chain. She was told me about Base and everything. Now she on board me on Base proper. And told me, enlightened me of what I could do with Web3.
Wow, shout out to Snow for embodying. That's nice. Okay, so I've come to the end of this episode, and that is it. But before we go, the shout to Cafe One, a co-working space that allows you to fuel your productivity. So if you're looking for a place to come work or to come chill with friends, Cafe One is your place. And then shout out to the Sandbox DAO, the community arm of the free-to-play Web3 game Sandbox, for sponsoring this video. And with that, see you next time. Stay blessed.
Stay blessed and stay based.